woman named in the genealogy of Jesus was Rahab. Now, Rahab is the only prostitute whose name is mentioned in Hebrew Scripture. After Moses died, Joshua led the Israelites into the land of Canaan. And at one point, they decided to conquer the city of Jericho. So Joshua sent spies into the city, and they lodged at the house of Rahab, the prostitute. Her house was near the city gates on the outer side of the city wall. But the king of Jericho found out about these Israelites being there, and he sent men, and he ordered Rahab to bring them before him. Rahab found out, and before they arrived, she hid them on her roof under stalks of flax. When the king's men came, she admitted to them that yes, they had been there, but they had left at dark, just before the city gates closed, and they were on their way to the Jordan. And if they left quickly, they might catch up with them. So when the king's men left, Rahab went up to the roof, and she struck a bargain with the Israelites. She asked, in return for what she did, would they spare her life and the life of her family? And the Israelites agreed on the condition she not reveal to anyone their business, and that she keep the crimson cord in the window by which they could come and go over the wall. Now after the fall of Jericho, Rahab and her family were saved. In the Talmud, which is the commentary on legal rulings of Scripture written in the Mishnah, Rahab is described so favorably that tradition has it that she married Joshua. She was a proselyte and progenitor to prophets and priests, and was no longer designated as a harlot, but as a righteous person. We'll now hear the Battle of Jericho. Woman in the genealogy is Ruth. Naomi, her husband and 2 sons, went to the land of Moab because Bethlehem was experiencing a drought. Their sons married Moabite women called Orpah and Ruth. When Naomi's husband and both sons died, their wives were left without children. Hearing that the famine was over in Bethlehem, Naomi decided to go back home. And she told her daughters-in-law that they should return to their Moabite families. There was a good reason for this, because the Israelites regarded the Moabites as their most fierce enemies. And Naomi could not guarantee their safety in her homeland. Orpah did go back to her family, but Ruth said to Naomi, "Do not insist that I leave you or cease from following you. Wherever you go, I shall go. Wherever you live, I will live. Your people will be my people, your God, my God. Wherever you die, I will die, and there too be buried. Death shall not part me from you." So they returned to Bethlehem. Now the law permitted the poor to glean the leftovers from the fields. So when Naomi and Ruth returned to Bethlehem, they sought out a field. And there Ruth gleaned leftovers from daybreak to sunset for her and for her mother-in-law. At a point, Naomi found out that the field belonged to Boaz, who was a relative of her dead husband. Boaz did not miss seeing Ruth and asked Naomi, "Who is that woman that works so diligently?" When Naomi realized that Boaz might like to be with Ruth, she came up with a plan to see that they would get together. And the plan resulted in the marriage between Ruth and Boaz. They had a son, Obed. And Obed became the father of Jesse, who became the father of King David. Now Ruth is the only Gentile to have a book in her name in sacred Hebrew scriptures. The Talmud placed great importance on her conversion. Even though the law at that time would not allow Moabites to convert, the sages got around that legality by arguing that this only applied to men and not to the women. The key word controlling the text of the book of Ruth is the word hesed, which means steadfast love. It is the only place in Scripture where hesed is used to describe the relationship between two women. So, Alleuia players, will you play Lean on Me?
Sometimes in our lives we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we